Professions Committee meeting will now begin. Are there any visitors present at this time? And I don't think we have any public participation or comments, so we'll move right on into those things that we need to talk about today. Do I have a motion to approve the Education Professions Committee meeting minutes for December 2nd? A motion? Anybody? But I didn't realize Rose had been taken off. All right. Let me ask again. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes from the December 2nd meeting? We have a motion.
First.
Do I have a second?
Haney, second.
Now have a second. All right. Let's move on. Hopefully you've seen the agenda for today. Do I have a motion to accept the agenda for our meeting today?
Trent, so move.
Do we have a second?
Second, Haney.
We're breaking him in, right. We're breaking him in. Right. No public comment. So the committee items. We only have one item today that Dr. McLeeds will talk to us about, national accreditation decision with North Greenville. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Happy New Year. So I have the great pleasure of coming before you today to talk about the CAPE accreditation decision for North Greenville University. And before we talk about the accreditation decision, I thought it might be beneficial to go through a brief kind of overview of accreditation for EPPs, if that's okay. Yes, ma'am. So CAPE is the Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparation, kind of like the cape you would wear on your back, but just spelled a little differently. And so CAPE is kind of the accrediting body for educator preparation programs, so schools of education, colleges of education, which are housed in institutions of higher education. CAPE is what we use here in South Carolina, is also used nationally and internationally. The South Carolina Department of Education entered an agreement with CAPE in 2015. That agreement was reaffirmed in 2022. And so the 28 EPPs in the state have to go through CAPE accreditation if they are public EPPs. So that's like Coastal Carolina, Clemson University, University of South Carolina. All must go through CAPE accreditation. If your EPP is private or independent, as we call it, like Columbia International University, Presbyterian College, Newberry College, you have the choice of going through CAPE accreditation or State Board of Education accreditation, which mirrors the CAPE accreditation process. So all EPPs have to go through this, and CAPE accreditation lasts 7 years. So North Greenville University went through their big CAPE visit, as they might call it. It was their on-site visit, February 26 through 28, 2025, so almost a year ago. This on-site visit was the culmination of what has been a year or 2 years, probably if you ask them, of preparation. It's been reports, it's been data, it's been evidence showing how they meet those CAPE standards. It culminates with the on-site visit. The on-site is actually virtual. The team of CAPE reviewers are 5 individuals. 4 out of the 5 are appointed by CAPE. The 5th member serves as a CAPE/state representative. This person comes from a South Carolina EPP, and they have the great pleasure of writing a CAPE report like any other site visit reviewer, and also writing the state report. So they ensure that North Greenville University is meeting all the state requirements as well. So the end of February was NGU's visit. What then happens in this accreditation process is the CAPE's Accreditation Council has to meet to review everything, and they actually issue the report that's in front of you. CAPE's Accreditation Council met in November of 25 to review all the site visits from spring of 25, including NGUs. And so that's why you are now getting this now, okay? So it kind of makes sense as to why there's a little bit of a lag. That CAPE accreditation report that you have in front of you shows that NGU received 0 AFIs, those are areas for improvement, and 0 stipulations. So they have what we call a clean report, which is no easy feat for an EPP. So the very last step in this whole process is to present this accreditation report to you to affirm it. And so that is what brings me here today. So I can answer any questions you have.
Are there any questions? I love the fact that it's on site, but it's really not. That's interesting.
Yes, ma'am. So that change was brought about with COVID.
I'm sure.
And then what EPPs realize and CAPE realize is the cost of having to house your site visitors, feed your site visitors, transport your site visitors, pay for flights, pay for rental cars if they're driving. The cost was a lot. So when CAPE received permission to move to on-site or to move to virtual visits during COVID, they received overwhelming feedback from EPPs nationwide, internationally, that virtual was preferred by EPPs as a cost-saving measure, one of the many reasons. And so they have continued to go that route. Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else have a question or comment about what Dr. McLeese has told us this morning?
Just a quick question for clarification. When they go in and do a review like this, do they get feedback from the districts where the students are doing their student teaching and that sort of thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So CAPE Standard 4 deals with program impact, and that's really where you see a lot of interviews when it comes to completers, so graduates. Also, CAPE Standard 3 deals with kind of recruitment retention as well. And so you see a lot of input, as well as CAPE Standard 2, which deals with clinical partnerships. So you see a lot of input from the districts there. So an on-site visit, and I can speak to this very clearly because I've been a CAPE site visitor many, many times prior to working with these great folks behind me. The on-site visit, you are going to probably see interviews. The CAPE site team will have interviews with principals, with superintendents of partner districts, with alumni, aka completers or graduates, current candidates enrolled, current faculty as well, because their job is to basically corroborate the evidence that the EPP has presented. Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have a question? If not, do I have a motion that we approve the National Accreditation Decision of North Greenville University as presented?
Haney, motion to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Haney.
Trent, second.
And a second. All those in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, Dr. McLeese. Appreciate it. We have no information items today. So we now need to move to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to put the item that we have just approved, the National Accreditation Decision of North Greenville University, on the consent agenda?
That's a move, Trent.
Do we have a second to put that on the consent agenda?
Second.
And a second. All those in favor of putting it on the consent agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Any other business? Want to talk a while about who's on the committee? Any other business? If not, do I have a motion that we adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
And a second.
Second.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.